Hello everyone, my name's Chandi and I'm Vicar of here in St John's Church, and welcome to my home and welcome to my study. I've got some pictures which I'm going to show you, and I want you to think about what have they got in common. These are them. Can you see? There's some soap to wash your hands with. There's some soap to wash your clothes with. There's some disinfectant wipes, some shampoo, some washing up liquid, a mop, a scrubbing brush, some gloves, and an apron. What have all those things got in common? All these things help us to stay clean, especially at the moment. It's really important to stay clean, isn't it? I wonder, how many times today have you washed your hands or used hand gel? Put your hand up if you've done it once. Keep your hand up if you've done it twice. Keep your hand up if you've done it 5 times. And keep your hand up if you've done it 10 or more times. That's a lot of hand washing. You can put your hands down now. Keeping ourselves clean and the things that we use to clean all stop bacteria and germs from spreading. So that's the outside of our bodies and our environment. But what about what's inside? Our hearts and our souls and our minds. Is it important that we keep them clean as well? Every time we do something wrong, it's a little bit as if we get a little scribble on our soul. So we're going to play a game. It's called the Never Ever game. You might have played it before. So put your hand up if you've never ever told the teensiest, weenstiest, smallest lie. So you've never ever told a lie. Put your hand up. Put your hand up if you've never ever answered back. Put your hand up if you've never ever ignored somebody. Put your hand up if you've never ever not done what you've been asked to do. Put your hand up if you've never ever pretended not to hear. Put your hand up if you've never ever cheated or teased somebody or been unkind. We all do stuff that we're not supposed to, all of us. Sometimes we do it deliberately, sometimes we just don't think, and sometimes we forget. All these things that we think are just small things make our hearts and souls a little dirty, and we lose a little bit of ourselves and we can't shine as brightly as we're supposed to. It's like we have a clean piece of paper, and every time we do something hurtful or unkind, it gets a scribble on it. So every time that we tell a little lie, or we pretend that we don't hear, or we're unkind to somebody, we get a scribble on our piece of paper. Saying sorry means that we learn how to undo our mistakes and take responsibility for our actions and consider other people's feelings. Saying sorry is just half the picture. The other half is forgiveness, and I think that's much harder than saying sorry. So there it is. Do you see? One picture with two halves. One side is sorry, and one side is forgiveness. I wonder, does anyone know what it means when we forgive someone? I think it means that we stop being angry and resentful at them for hurting us or damaging something or someone that we love. Now, do you see why I said I think forgiveness is really hard, harder than saying sorry? This is my bear, Paddy Paws. He's very old now. When I was a little girl, me and my brother were having a fight, and my brother got so angry he took Paddy Paws and pulled his head off. You can see where he's been sewn up again. I love my Teddy, and I still do, and I was so upset. I wouldn't speak to my brother for ages. I wanted to go and take his Teddy and pull his head off, but I didn't because I knew how upset he'd be. My mum reminded me that we'd both been very cross and that my brother had said sorry and was upset he'd done it. And she also reminded me that he was younger than me. In the end, I couldn't stay cross at him, and I forgave him. Christians believe that when we truly say we're sorry, then God forgives us and lets us start clean again. Christians believe that God takes this scribbled bit of paper and gives us back a clean piece of paper and hopes that the next time we give it to God, there will be less scribbles on it. God takes this scribbled bit of paper and burns it so it's gone. In the Bible, Jesus reminds us that if God forgives us, then we should forgive others. So I thought we could be quiet for a bit and just think about that. Maybe we could think about what we like to say sorry for. Maybe we could think about maybe somebody that we need to forgive who's done something to hurt us. Maybe there's someone that you should forgive, but it's just too difficult at the moment, and that's all right. And maybe you're not quite ready to say sorry, and that's okay. But still be quiet with the rest of us. And if you've hurt someone, think how they might feel. I'm going to show you a little video of a piece of paper burning. And as you watch that piece of paper burning, you might like to think about these questions that I'm going to ask you. So find that place in you that's nice and quiet and still. Put your hands somewhere where you're not going to fiddle with them. Take a deep breath. And just think. Think about, is there a time when you could have said sorry straight away, so that an argument would have ended much sooner than it did. Think about, is there someone that you need to say sorry to today? Think about, is there someone that you need to forgive? I'm going to say a prayer, and if you agree, you can say Amen at the end. Dear God, please help us to remember to solve problems quickly by saying sorry and forgiving other people when they hurt us or upset us. Most of us, most of the time, are kind, thoughtful, and loving people. But sometimes we do things that are unkind or hurtful. Help us to think about how other people feel and say sorry. Thank you that you forgive us and forget what we've done wrong. Amen. It's been really nice having an assembly with you, and I hope I see you soon. If you see me, give me a wave, and I hope to see you again soon. So it's bye from me, and it's bye from Paddy Paws. Just before I go, if there is someone that's done something to you that you're finding really difficult, then remember that your teachers and your TAs are there to help. So I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.